Hi, everybody. Welcome. My name is Terry, and this is Holding Your Space. And Diana, oil painter, is here today.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Diana.
How are you?
So, I just wanted to say hi to everybody coming in, and we're going to be talking about the 7-Eleven portal today. So, hey, Akila, how are you doing, honey? Rossi, Mary, oil painter, mangled unicorn, Debbie, and Lisa. So we will be doing some questions, some angel readings. And first, we were going to talk a little bit more about the 7-Eleven portal, which is really important. And there's our good friend, Miss Sherry, Voices from the Swamp. Hello, darling. How are you?
You love her avatar?
Yes, I do. I love all the art she does. I love all her readings too, but her
Yeah.
artwork is amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
Sherry, you like amazing. Oh, you got it, lady. We gotcha. Yeah. Two Hadarian troublemakers looking fine. Oh, I love that. Dankeschön, my darling.
Love it. Like your new avatar, also White Dragon.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
different.
it's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, there
right.
goes the hair. I need to step out in the humidity to curl it back up.
I know, right? Yeah. Hi, Sonia. Everybody's rolling in. Play Love Remember. Rossi, Paul, Janet. Hi, Janet. How you doing? Um, and let's see. Lauren's here too. Emily. Mary. So, Mary, did you get bad weather last night? See, Mary lives just north of me, and a
Oh,
lot of times the weather goes due north, and there were going to be some big storms up there. Anyway, we keep tabs on each other. How's the weather?
yeah, right.
Yeah.
I kind of find it amazing that, my road has been shut down because they've replaced a bridge down at the corner. And so the main thoroughfare that takes you to the hospital and is ever so noisy and ever so filled of traffic that isn't supposed to be doing 65, 70 miles an hour on this two-lane highway, doing it anyway, right? So it's been really nice because all summer it's been closed while they do this repair work. So I find it very interesting that they opened the bridge later in the evening at the time that the full moon was beginning to shine. All the signs were gone. And today it's 7-Eleven, and the portal was open, and not everybody knows yet because it was quiet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did it in the dead of night. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, well, yeah. So we were talking, speaking of which, the portal, and we were talking about if you're feeling discombobulated right now, you're exactly where you're supposed to be.
Exactly. Because boy, oh boy, let me tell you,
Yeah.
it sure is.
Yeah. The thing I keep getting is that it's like death and rebirth in every breath. Like
It
every minute is
it
a
is
transition.
That's a perfect analogy because when we add it all up, 7 plus 11 is a 9, right? It's 18, and 18 reduces to 9, and 2025 also will reduce itself to 9 because it adds up to 27, and that becomes a 9. So we're in a 9-9 portal. And what is the 9? 9 is endings. If we add together 9 plus 9, we get 18. And when that is reduced, what do we get? 9. Thank you, Tesla, for all these magical numbers and ways to get to 9.
That's who I was listening to, somebody talking about Tesla this morning. That's so funny.
Well, his birthday was yesterday.
Oh, no wonder. Yeah. Hey, Jeff. So, and I don't know if you guys are noticing that, but I'm seeing a lot of people getting sick recently. You know, people in our group in particular. Kim's in the hospital. Nancy just got out a while ago. She's been out for a few weeks, but just there's a lot of that going on. A young man just passed, who's in my life, that is he was 10 years old. I was telling you about him. He was an angel that was born to his family, and he had problems throughout his life being in and out of the hospital and in a wheelchair, but he always had an angelic smile and a doll. Like all the nurses loved him, and just one of those lights that comes into your life.
Yeah.
And did a world of good for everybody that saw him or met him.
Right.
Yeah.
And I want to draw attention to your light on the floor because I look at the shape, I see George
Hmm.
like as a teenager, the days of an afro and stingy brims on top of that, he's bouncing it down there anyway, and his chin, then that white light coming in to light up the throat chakra and his heart chakra. And of course, that is all that blue light. That's just, how do you get that blue? I love that.
I have no idea where it comes from because I don't have anything blue up there.
There you go.
I have nothing blue up there, you guys. It's always, yeah. Thanks, Jeff. Yeah, it is fun. He was an artist and just a really interesting. We're talking about Reverend Saul. Hi, Reverend Saul. Rossi's saying right. That's
Yeah,
what everybody says. And he was is a crystal shaman. He is
yeah,
still working with us, and he is here all the time.
yeah.
So, and he is why we call in 33 trillion angels of love and light
Fifth
during
power,
meditation.
fourth power, right?
Yep, yep, yeah. So I added that because everybody's been talking about the 144 ascended masters and who are they? And I thought 144,000 is not enough. And then I thought it's the frequency of 144,000.
Okay. Oh, I should have brought my tuning forks.
Oh,
Next time we get together, make
okay.
sure we have them on hand and play a little bit with those for clearing too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Great, great. Um, yeah, right. I love that, Jeff. Life is a river. That light makes me think that. Yeah, it's really pretty. Um, the other thing that I did a channeling this morning because I woke up at 3:30, so give me an opportunity, and and they were really talking about that each breath in is a death, and each breath out is a rebirth, and that we're going through this constant fluctuation, and it's a part of our upgrade, not just to fifth and sixth dimension, but also to seventh dimension.
Yes.
So we have proceeded rather quickly, more quickly perhaps than we thought we would, or they thought we would.
Well, exactly. You know, it, it's not. It's not that time is speeding up. I think it's that more of us are realizing that it's an orb and not this.
Yeah,
It really isn't this. And that ability to manifest, right?
yeah. Hold your hand out and put
Yeah.
something in it.
You make the
Y-
wish at the well, you drop the coins in. If you stand there, nothing's going to happen. You still have to do the work, which
Yeah,
is which is what the number 711 is about. It's persistence, okay? And that meaning of persistence is reap the rewards for yourself. You've worked hard for them. Go get them. There's no there's no reason why you shouldn't do something for you, right?
well, yeah, and really, if you think about, like, if we found out that we were going to die in a year, or even 10 years, or 24 hours, if you had 24 hours to live, what would you do?
Yeah.
What would you want?
What would I do?
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know, just cuddle up with my pets.
yeah. Hey, Pam.
It'd be nice to see my kids, but they're so far away.
I think about that. Um, I think I'd go outside and look at the sky and lay in the grass.
you know, why why worry them about that right at that moment,
Yeah.
they're not babies anymore. It's
Yeah.
not the same.
I mean, definitely you want to tell people you love them because we don't do that all the time. But usually I make a point of every night telling everybody I love them.
Yeah, well, and even if they're not in the room with you,
Right.
it's putting it out there. You
Yeah.
think about me, and I know it. They don't, they may not hear the whole sentence, but that
Yeah.
they know because they get a twinge, right?
Right.
So it's the malachite would be a stone that would be good for 7-Eleven because it's a new chapter. It's like today I'm gonna go over to TJ Maxx and look for some new clothes. And what do you do when you outgrow your old clothes? Be they too little because you're getting older, or be they too big because you're getting older?
No more mini skirts and
Yeah,
TikTok.
right. Yeah. I didn't feel comfortable in them when they were around the first time. Hot pants.
Right.
It's like,
Yeah.
ooh, that hurts. It's a little too short for me.
Yeah. The hot pants I love.
Right?
Yeah. Lauren sends love to her children and grandchildren, great grandchildren every day.
That's great.
Yeah. That's
For
beautiful.
sure. For sure. Yeah, and who should we be calling in for help with this stuff but our ascended masters to the 144th power? And those angels that we are familiar with, the ones that are your guardian angel, because we all have guardian angels, and that one that is the rock star Parker,
Right?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like include yourself in all the hard work you do. That putting that energy out there benefits so many others, even if they're not aware of it.
Yeah. I do feel like a phoenix is rising. Like we are the phoenix. And
Sure.
and I don't think we ever gave I don't know about you guys, but I don't feel like I ever gave myself uh that title of being the phoenix. Like I was watching them and I was interested in the phoenix, but I don't know that I owned it. So I think we're being called upon and this is our inheritance. Um,
Like that.
and then they were talking about the inhale and the exhale being the lion's breath and the solar gateway. Is what my guides were saying. And like walking into a vast golden field with the lions there to help us with this because we are going into Leo.
Yeah, for sure. You know, it is. So, what is this focus that you've been on? And when this number breaks down into nothing but a nine, from all of those digits, it just becomes a nine. It is an ending. It is a portal. It is a 9-9 portal because
Mhm.
7-Eleven and 2025 are nines when you do the numerology math for them. So,
Which is an 18, which is a 9.
yeah, exactly. So you just, I mean, so if we look at it, they could actually be looking at three nines, right?
So there's really a lot of um, angelic numbers with this portal. A
Yes,
lot because 11 being an angel number,
right.
nine,
Seven is
nine, nine,
seven
nine.
is an angel. Well, all the numbers are angel numbers, right? But
Yeah,
seven is have no fear.
yeah.
You know, go boldly into space.
Lion.
Exactly, because that's coming next, and it won't be too long, and we'll be in on the 22nd, July 22nd. We go into Leo. The sun goes into Leo.
Yeah.
My darling friend Leo.
Well, and so they've been showing me the lion cubs coming in. That each of us is getting a lion's cub. I don't know what that means, but and some of us can have a tiger cub, but a lot of us have the lion cub too.
Cats. Well,
Um,
and fear likes to take control. So what happens when that fear comes in? We just need to observe. Don't lean into the fear, lean into the observation. Because
Yeah.
when we look at the next number, which is 11, which is a digit number portal on its own, we're looking at the awakening, right? It's the first number.
Yeah. It's 11, 111. Now it's not 111.9.
Yep.
Can't make that up, right, Sonia?
No, you can't. So you're being called to attention. So again, in this awakening, what do you have to do? You have to observe. The baby may not be able to focus easily, but that movement starts coming into his eye. And that baby is observing. And then he realizes the only thing that he can do is scream and kick. And so his first sounds come out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that awakening with the number 1 or 11 as a portal is again the rebirth, the death, the rebirth.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's 9 and it's an ending. So, what do you do again? Observe. Why? What what have you outgrown? And let's just use the closet analogy because you're going and standing in front of there going, I'm so tired of that. It still fits, but I've been wearing it for 25 years. And it's not, I've worn it long enough to make it, what do you call it? What's the term for dressing old style? Like when the 40s jackets were in when I was a
Oh, I
teenager.
love those. Yes.
Give me them shoulder pads. But
Yeah.
I always, back then, I could go to Salvation Army and get the stuff from the 40s. I've got
Yeah.
a bunch of them hanging in my closet that I can't even take to the dry cleaner
Uh,
because the fabric is real
yeah.
and they don't know how to handle woolen serge.
Yeah.
You
I have
know,
one of my mom's.
they don't even know what serge means, half of them, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
They think viscose is linen. I don't think so. That's not linen. It ain't wrinkled enough.
Right. Yeah.
So,
This is interesting. Jane says, and we'll get to the readings in a little bit, you guys. Claiming Phoenix rising out of the ashes of Kali Yuga.
right.
100%. Yeah. And Lauren mentioned, I keep thinking the lion's coming in ties in with the fact that we all have a Lyran guide now. Bing, bing, bing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I look forward to finding out what is going to manifest from this.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting, Lauren. Yeah,
Right. And we can die 1,000 deaths in one day. Why can't we be the phoenix coming out of it? Right?
yeah,
Your shoes off and stand in that grass, even if you don't like walking barefoot. Give into it, lean into it. And then, if we take all of these numbers apart, another number that comes up a lot is 18. So 18 is about the wish, the manifest. Again, you got to observe. And like I said already, if you throw the coins in the well and just stand there, well, what's going to happen? So it's up to you to observe how are you going to turn everything you've got on your plate that are your tools from everything you've just been through. How do you turn that into the tool for the future, for the new beginning? Because 9 is the ending. Here we go again. This cycle of these numbers that are in this 7-11, especially 2025.
well, and I like that we're looking at the 9 and the 1 because it's really about the in between, isn't it?
Well, it is. Oh my gosh. So the wish, right, for 18. Then when you look at the number 20, it's gratitude. And when you stand in gratitude, you get a boost spiritually, right? And then if we look at 25, we decide. and 25 again reduces to a 7. So, there's just so much over and over again. So that is fear not, lean into it, go for it. You got this, you can do this, you're the phoenix rising. And then if we look at 2, it's trust. Trust yourself, trust in you. And then 5 as a digit is about growth. So
Yeah.
all of this also incorporates the word observe, and it's a day of stillness in so many ways.
Yeah.
Right?
I love that. Um, I also feel like that observation, the witnessing, is so important with this awakening and this portal is witnessing what's going on. Like, what do you feel like? We were all talking at the beginning about feeling discombobulated
Yeah.
and how things are feeling right now and observing that. Like, what do you observe coming in? Do you observe grief coming in? Do you observe rage coming in? Do you observe discombobulation coming in? It's, yeah,
It's right in today's chart as well. And if we look at the other things, Saturn's going to go retrograde on the 13th. Mercury's going to go retrograde on the 18th. And it's like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So it's not time to act it and be. It is observed, which brings us back to what you were saying. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
no, I love it. I love it. No, it is. Yeah, yeah, of course, Madonna. Play Love Remember woke up at 3:21. At 3:21. That's a big one, man.
All right.
Yeah,
That would be called an angel sequence number, right? A spirit sequence. Like 711 is a sequence because it rhymes. If nothing else, you can always bank on that.
you know, um, 7-Eleven is always a funny number that I try to grab and text the kids and say I love you.
Oh, I
It's always
love
like, yeah, it's always like a love number for me.
my kid
Um,
was supposed to be born. My oldest son, Nick, was supposed to be born on 7/7, but instead he 7/7 1977, just to add to it. And he came. I was in labor. They wanted to send me home, but there was one nurse who said, "Hell no." And he came at 7/8/77.
oh,
So it was like 10 o'clock at night, but she wouldn't let me leave. She made me walk that hall. I said, "You got a vacuum cleaner? I see some dust bunnies." And I'm getting tired of walking. I need to give it the lean.
oh my gosh, I love it. Only you would ask them for a vacuum cleaner, Diana. You're so good about that. I always feel like a slacker when I see like you're doing your bees now and your, astrology and everything.
That's
Yeah.
because you can only see this part.
Yeah.
There are dog toys strewn everywhere, and oh, the stuffing that's in them also scattered about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh well,
Yeah. We call those ghosties.
right.
The stuffing.
Not impressing anybody. If
Uh,
nobody comes over, I'm lucky. If I know they're coming, I'll bake a cake and then I'll clean.
yeah. Nice.
Right. So there's also lots of crystals that go with this, and a lot of them are the throat chakra opening, which is just so beautiful. Thank you, George. And all of that change, and we watch, we observe with our heart, right? Because that's where we judge to not judge, or judge because it needs to be, where we weigh things out.
Yeah.
So
It,
malachite and lapis and labradorite and tourmaline and rose quartz and clear quartz and citrine of any color you choose, and on and on. red coral. That's another
Yeah.
good one right now. Get that root chakra boosted up.
Oh.
I'm
Oh.
paying attention to the chat. Who's making us laugh?
Well, Mary says tanzanite was discovered on 7/7.
Ah,
One of my favorites.
yeah.
And oh my God, Linda lived at 1111 Harvey Street. And this is great. Sherry says, my son was born at 9:41 p.m. on February 3rd, 1984.
Oh,
After 18 years, 18, I said 18 years, 18 hours of hard labor.
yeah. That sounds like Nicholas of the same year in July.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. They say that, oh, you lived at 2025 Monroe. Yeah. They say that, oh, what was I going to say about that? Oh, yeah. If you find an 11 house and an 1111, you keep it as an 11 because it's double angel numbers. But if you find an 11 house, they're highly hard to find, but they're so good for the family and prosperity,
Let me.
abundance.
My address is 10044.
Oh, nice.
Right?
Yeah.
9. This is my last house, I guess.
Yeah.
No, I'm here till for the duration, maybe.
There you go.
Because my grandmother lived to be 102. I'm gonna go farther than that.
Yeah. You might have a condo in your future. There you
Yeah.
go. An
Or
extra condo.
we really get to do what we're hoping to do, which is to get some land in a place where we're all going to be happy and everybody's got a house on the property.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
always, my kids live over there. We got a garden. Everybody's got to pitch in. The food is theirs, but you got to work the land together because it's hard work.
Yeah.
And by then we might be back to horses pulling plows.
I don't know. They say that we're going into more of a community driven society
Yeah,
because it's falling apart from the top down, which
exactly.
is
Well,
what has to happen.
and if we think about the Swiss Alps crumbling as they are, and
Yeah.
old towns being wiped out from rock slides and glacier slides and landslides, and Mount Rainier is exploding right now, and imagine that, and all of the underwater volcanoes that are going up, and the earthquakes that are going on at the same time, and the tidal waves that are coming to wash it all away. Community tiny homes with porches, all in a circle. Get the wagons in a circle.
Oh, we love you too, Kelly.
Kelly, for sure. So I found this, it's not new by any means, but it's zebra jasper, also just called the zebra stone. And I am absolutely in love with it. And I love to look at stones and make things out of the pictures. And so I have lots of stones that have lots of meanings to them because of what I see inside. But I went to a place called Divine Wellness for a massage after last week Wednesday's Cairo visit. And I picked the right place because I walk in and she's got crystals everywhere and clusters and rows and rows of crystals for sale. So I'm digging around in a zebra because I'd never heard of them before, and I just realized what I'm wearing looks like a zebra stone. So I find this stone. I don't know. Am I
I
focusing?
can see it. Yeah, I can see it really well.
Right? If we look at it, I see a man with a beard and a hat or a turban of some sort hanging off of his head down his neck. But when I looked at it, being in this studio for healing, I picked it up and said, "Oh my God, it's Hermes."
Hmm.
And Hermes is the healer, right? The Seduceus staff comes from him. But it's like he's bare chested. There's a couple, his nipples are right here. As you go around, you see his shoulder and arm and outstretched as that. And just as you go around, he really starts to come into view. His arm even is over on this side.
It's unbelievable. Yeah.
It is,
Keela
isn't it?
sees it. Yeah.
I wish you could see. I wish this would show up, but it really
Ah,
does.
stunning.
It is. There is a hamsa in here. The hamsa is
Oh
in,
wow.
and where these three fingers are,
Hmm.
inside of here is like a cathedral window. You can see this light spot. That is Archangel Raphael.
Wow.
It's an amethyst. But as I do things with this way, other ascended masters and my guides come into view, like Merlin. And well, now Jermaine is coming in now that I've accepted him because I had a thing about Jermaine. I
Oh
wasn't sure.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was a vampire, but
Oh, I liked him because I like Lady Nada.
well, and quite honestly, he is the age ascension of Merlin.
Yeah,
Merlin
of
is
course.
Merlin's final. Well, I shouldn't say final, but he's Merlin's entity at the time that Saint Germain walked the earth.
Hmm.
What I didn't believe, or what I had a hard time with, was that he was, he never ate in front of anybody. He was basically a nocturnal type creature, although he was seen all over all the time. But he would disappear for years on end and come back and not have aged a bit.
Time jumper.
Yeah, but the truth of it is, he knew the recipe,
Yeah.
the Buddha recipe, right?
Hmm.
And
Nirvana.
why he never let anybody see him eat, because he's eating pine tar and seeds and pine cones and all the things that slow down the blood to put you in that elevated um, homeostasis.
Homeostasis.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I can.
It's a big one.
I trip over things. We're not in a 5-year-old class. I'm over that.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah.
But right, but that is what added to his mystique because he knew that recipe. And who else knew it? Merlin. And who else is Merlin? Well, he was Joseph of Arimathea. And who is
Um,
Joseph of Arimathea? He's the one who gave Yeshua a tomb. And
oh,
what did Joseph of Arimathea do? He was a tinsmith. He had trade routes everywhere, including the Silk Road, including up to the Buddhists in Tibet to the top of the mountain to get what he needed for the tin. So he knew the recipe. He also knew the antidote to bring him back. So
interesting.
it was a whole state. And I've, channeled this message from both Merlin and Joseph and Mary Magdalene and Mary the mother because they were all in on it to get him out of there.
We need
And
to do a whole show on this.
yes,
Yeah.
Mary and Yeshua, who's in that Six of Swords boat? Mary Magdalene, her son by John the
Yeah.
Baptist because she
Oh.
was married to him first. And
Oh.
then Yeshua took care of her and they wed and they had a child. So she's pregnant with the baby with the son in the as alive in the boat, and who's hiding on the bottom? What's that lump? That's Yeshua.
Ah.
And they sail on to France because that is also part of Joseph of Arimathea's trade route,
Whoa. That makes a lot of sense.
doesn't it?
Okay. Yeah. That's a ding, ding, ding.
Big ding
Oh.
ding.
Yeah.
This, there's a book called Woman with the Alabaster Jar,
Yeah.
and I lost my copy. And I'm sad about that because I just ordered another one and the print is like this big. I was thinking I was getting the hard copy because that's what the description said, but Thrift Books pulled a fast one, which they don't do very often. But I kept it just for the. Because sometimes, you just put your hand on a book and you remember what it says.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Edgar Casey. Put it under your pillow.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah.
tried that with a lot of school books. Didn't work.
No.
Play, love, remember. Wow, Diana, I found a pine cone in a strange place and it's sitting next to me. I felt there was a city of energies in it.
I, I, you know,
Notice.
I grab them and I bring them home and I pile them up and wait a year sometimes or turn them into wreaths for the holiday seasons from Samhain on. Use them in the fire pit as starters. They make fantastic starters. I mean, there's so much you can do. Dip them in wax and stick a wick on it, and you got another candle. Lots of,
Wow.
you know.
Well,
Acorns, same thing. 9 acorns on your windowsill. That's the 9 acorns, or you can use acorns. The tradition is hazelnuts because the salmon's pond in the Celtic world, the hazelnuts drop into the water. The fish eats the hazelnuts, and the salmon is the smartest creature on earth,
I didn't know that. Wow.
according to legend. Now, pigs rate up pretty high too.
Yeah. Yeah. Pigs are big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're somewhere below them, but we're okay.
That's interesting. So there's a mudra, which a mudra is usually like a hand thing, but that you can do with your tongue, and we do that a lot in meditation when we're doing the senses. But you just take the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth and press back as far as is possible that you are comfortable with, and you just press there, and then you release it, but your mouth comes you become, your taste buds come alive, your mouth waters. But this is how, that's is another trick for nirvana and not aging and not eating, that fasting process.
I like that part.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely. I got pretty far back there. I haven't done that for a while because I was in the shower this morning. If you did it.
We didn't today. Yeah, Sherry, your denture's getting away for that. You know what? The good thing about any of these things is you can tell your brain that you're doing these things. You can visualize it. You don't have to do it, and we're going to be doing that anyway in fifth and sixth density, aren't we? We can just visualize it. We don't have to do the physical act.
Right.
So, um, Hypnicity, you're near the volcano. You're in the Northwest. I hope everything's going okay. So let us know. Anyway, do you want to do some readings, or
Sure. Love
am I
to.
cut you off? Okay. Okay, because I don't want to cut you off because
Oh, no, no,
you,
no. I mean, by all means.
I'm,
I mean, this is a good day for readings for sure.
yeah. And there's a couple, well, I want to get to Sherry
Okay.
right away because we don't know if she's got a show scheduled.
Yeah.
And let's see. Well, I've got it starred. I don't know why I'm going through everybody's chat. It's because that's who I am. Sherry. I think all she said is she wanted a reading.
Okay.
So Sherry, if you want anything, oh, there it is, an angel reading. Sherry, are you getting ready to take another trip? Um, because it feels like you're going to be traveling. She's here at work. Perfect timing. Oh, good. Okay, well, this is perfect. Shine your light, Archangel Uriel. Um, Thank you, Uriel, for helping me share my light with the world. Um, I'm going to pull another one for you, but I feel like you're going to be going somewhere. Not that you're aware of it. You love to take a trip to the beach this summer. It feels like either that or you're traveling at night or in your visions when you're conscious, because it feels like there's something coming in that you're doing. And then I got study and learning. So, what are you getting there, Diana?
I got what you got with different cards. So you're talking about it, and this card was already in my hand, the journey. So you're taking a trip, whether it's your night work or what you're planning, and you have the keys to creation,
Oh, I love that card.
right? I mean, how perfect is that? Because you just brought that up. And the last card I got was you're doing it through understanding divinity. You are divinely protected, and you understand what divinity is all about.
Wow. Okay. She says, I'm currently working on rearranging my space to be more efficient. Been thinking of giving a class for beginning tarot. Oh, yeah.
And
That,
sure, that all fits with that,
yeah.
definitely.
That's a journey. That's a spiritual journey for sure,
Yeah,
Mary. Yeah.
right? Teaching people about divinity of THRU.
Yeah. And it's, when we teach people, um, it's like, well, and we learn from others. Okay, let me rephrase that. When we learn from others, then when we teach it to somebody else, it's when it really kind of gels, right? It's when it solidifies.
Because then it's the hands on, right?
Yeah,
And we learn by teaching, like
yeah,
how it resonates with others and what needs to be defined over and over again, right?
yeah,
So, and her
definitely.
being a Gemini, right up her alley to do that.
Yeah. And
Not
then
necessarily for others, but
it's Rush's birthday. So we've got the working girl and then we've got the birthday girl. Um, so they're showing me three hearts, and they're saying three hearts beat as one. So it feels like it could be family on the other side or something about family on this side, Rush. Um, but lots of love. But it feels like it might be, I don't know if you've got like your grandparents or your parents or good friends, but go ahead, Diana.
okay. So, are you a caretaker for somebody? Is there someone that has to rely on you for something, whether it's doing grocery shopping for them, or an elderly parent or an ailing neighbor that you kind of watch out for? And the council has also shown up. Me and your two older brothers, and there's council, right? Two can be a council, but three certainly is more like one. And then the portal card is, oh, we lost our father in March, and that is answer.
Um, yeah,
So he is trying to make way to make contact. I just got a big rush of chills, Rush.
oh, and mom left in
Right? Mom,
2022.
oh,
Yeah,
they both come through together. If you hear voices singing happy birthday.
yeah, that's them right there, soulmates.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got them coming in together. Um, it's it's bringing you the power. So I don't know if you're like the one in charge, Rush, because you're the daughter. You feel both of them all the time. Yeah, you're the one in charge now. They're saying because you've got the power. And when this power card comes in, it's like she's just breathing out her power. So sometimes I actually use this card as a guide to. Sometimes I do that to myself when I'm going into trance or if I'm meditating, and I'll breathe out and I'll breathe my power back in, and
Awesome.
it's like a really cool thing. So, but you've got a lot of power with that.
I think I'll try
Yeah.
that. That
It's
sounds like
really fun.
it sounds. Yeah,
Yeah.
I never never put that together. You know.
You know what? It just came to me one day. It didn't even you don't know where it comes from, but you know you like it, and then you hear somebody else doing it, and you're like, oh yeah, that'll work.
I'm copying. I'm
Yeah,
copying.
it's all yours. It's all yours, darling. Okay, we got Debbie Three Shifting Veil, and I'm so sorry for your loss, but I love that. I feel like it really brought Rush, your whole family, you and your brothers, into this tight knit bond. Um, and happy birthday, and ask them for a present. So yeah, all right, Debbie, love and light. Hey everyone. Terry, last night while I was doing a live, I closed my eyes and saw a teal green circle with blue light outlining it. So unusual.
Right. Love it. This is so funny because when you came in, yours was one of the comments that I caught as I was typing hello tribal dancers to the tribe. And this card, I got to go get this one here. I just pulled it for you. And it was on the bottom of the deck when you came in and my eyes fell on your comment. It's the lightning card. And there's your blue outlining, inlining, and there is a figure in there. And even if you didn't notice one, it was there. You are an oracle. And this portal is all about that. There you are on your show last night. So you didn't imagine it. It was unusual, but expect more of the same thing to happen. And when it does, it is your cue that you are on target for manifestation.
Wow. Yeah, yeah. I get that too, Debbie. You are living in your power. It's like they're bringing in the third eye with the blue and then the teal. What like you must have been speaking something. And then when I talk about speaking, my throat is kind of grumbling. You can hear it, right? I think you're speaking. I think you're channeling that teal lightning. Yeah, you got the power, girl. It's
Right?
coming in. Yeah, you've totally got it. It's your guides coming in, speaking through you, or your angels. I feel like you've got a few of them around you, but there's somebody special. So you might ask what their name is. Wait a minute. This one's given a gift. It's stuck together. Oh, okay. It's a new guide. It's a new love. And it might be, there might be two of them. They might be a council, but there's somebody new coming in. And Raphael. They're also bringing in Raphael.
Oh, that teal light, that's all I could think of because that is Raphael. He
Yeah.
incorporates the heart, the higher heart, and the healing that goes on within there.
The healing in the Kundalini.
Oh, I love that card.
Isn't that beautiful?
That's the way
Kyle.
I see Raphael.
Yeah. Yeah. We like seeing
A
that
little
kind
longer
of
though.
stuff.
Once a hippie, always a hippie.
And we've got, let's see.
I love that you're seeing teal lightning.
Yeah, the lightning. I've been seeing a lot of lightning coming in too. Have you? Like
Yeah.
it
Oh,
thunderbolts and lightning.
yeah. That's that Uranus um, going into Gemini, and it's still there at just 0 degrees and maybe 5 minutes of arc. And Uranus is boom, 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 ideas coming quickly, trying to manifest things, stuck on a idea, and you got to keep chipping away at it so you can give birth to the alabaster, because underneath that is David. But it's a big block of
Mm.
alabaster, right?
And you know what you see when you see David? So it's what they say when you go there. They have his private parts all over Italy when you go to visit them. Sorry, you
They
can't
didn't,
get the
they didn't
girl
wear
all
men's
better.
clothes anyway. Underwear hadn't been invented yet.
Yeah. So Lisa, if you're here, you're next, honey. Um, so, um, somebody here was requesting something that was going through a hard time. Yeah, I see now. Okay. So Lisa, Lisa, Lisa. There she is. For the past year, I've been shown colors. I have only ever seen black behind my closed eyes until I attempted meditation. Always emerald green to start changing to indigo and yellow green. Any thoughts? Ooh,
The chakra, right?
yeah.
So that emerald green brings us again into the heart
Hmm.
chakra. And as that turns into the blue chakra of the throat, indigo, the top of the rainbow is a bit of an indigo purple blue. And then the
Hmm.
yellow green, well, there's your solar plexus moving into your heart. So you're working on connecting your upper chakras, and through that is the return to spirit, because those root chakras are based on your faith in you, and that gut feeling is starting right there in that yellowish green as we climb on up to the indigo.
Yeah. They're mentioning, Lisa, make sure that you're grounding. So make sure that you're getting plenty of like earth energy at the same time because you're bringing in a lot of the upper chakras right now.
Yeah,
Um, you've got a lot of angels coming in. You've got three particular angels. These could be somebody on the other side, but I really feel like they're also ancestral guides that are coming in. Maybe not from this lifetime. And you're going to see signs. So you're going to start seeing things perhaps like you're seeing them now with your eyes closed, but just if you want to see them in the color, then ask to be shown them.
right.
So, and whether that's through meditation with your eyes closed or it's the same thing. If you see them in the night sky or in the mirror, you could do mirror work or card or flame work with a candle.
Right.
Yeah,
And you had, I can't remember exactly how you said it, but there are more coming in. You're
yeah,
in the center of that circle. The protection is all, there you go. Your
yeah,
protection is all around you for sure,
yeah,
because you're in a space of remembering that ancestral guides that are coming in, guides that have been with you every lifetime of your soul's journey, not
yeah.
the physical, the soul's journey.
And I heard somebody talking about that recently, that I hadn't heard that before. That not only do we have guides for an entire lifetime, some of them, not all of them, because some of them just come in for different things that we're going through, but we have particular guides that we have throughout all our lifetimes. Oh, that's right, in your dream this morning too, Lisa. Yeah,
What
that
happened?
I can't remember it. I remember. Oh, it was. I remember it was 3, 2, 1. Lift. No, was you lift off? No. Okay. Lisa was work. She was indigenous and she was working with some people. Yeah, and she is. And they were trying. They were lost, and she remembered the way, and she was
Oh,
showing everybody the way forward. This is it. Yeah, finding a way back somewhere. Yeah, that's
Love
right.
it.
Thank you for reminding me, Lisa.
Well,
Yeah,
there you go. And that remembering portal.
yeah, yeah. 100% the remembering portal. Yeah, you're going. You already have been there, and these angels have helped you with this before.
Yeah.
So you're just going to remember everything. Um, Wildflower, are you still here, honey? I think you. Uh, Somebody was looking for some extra help, and I'm not sure if it's Wildflower or not, but that's good to know because we always need to have some extra help and support each other. You are, yay. Okay, yeah. Okay. And that wasn't the question. I'm sorry. I put that up because I wanted to make sure that you got into the group. But there's the question. If you are doing readings, I would like to know what to focus on. The first thing they're saying is peace. So if you're worrying about what's happened or what's going to happen, um, go to the in between, like that zero density that we were talking about earlier. Or we didn't call it zero density, but we called it the space between the nine and the one, the zero. And and if you can focus on the in between and just being present, which is a huge ask, I can't tell you, but there's a lot of people out there that can help you. Like Eckhart has great books on it. You know, you can pick one up for, yeah, nothingness. Thank you, Patricia. That's a beautiful way to put it.
Yeah.
Nothingness is perfect. Yeah. Um, and release whatever's coming up, because the reason that we're getting all these old things from 30 years ago or whatever that are coming into play is to let go of them, because you're not going to take them with you
Right.
where we're headed to fifth and sixth density.
So the first card I got for you is Eagle. And eagle eye is the term, right?
Oh yeah,
And
brilliant.
they fly, turkey buzzards can fly higher, condors can fly higher, but eagle flies 2 miles above and can still focus on a mouse that he wants to eat or a slithering snake and be able to drop down quickly and grab what it is he needs, what he wants. So, what you have to do to focus on is create your own rituals.
Oh, I love that.
What will help you focus? Your soul already knows. Allow that to do it for you, and you will make contact.
Yeah. And that focus card, she had so much strength in her.
Yes, look, right?
Look at her power.
And she's
Wow,
got
wow.
wolves with her.
Yeah.
So I would also look to the wolf, all canines, as a spirit guide for yourself, a totem guide. Um, don't forget the bear is also a canine. So they're all in the same family. So you have fox, coyote, and wolf, and hyena, everything in between, anything that has canine teeth is in this family. And bear has the ability to walk upright, which is another reason why he is mostly referred to as Brother Bear, because he looks,
Mm,
yeah, but he looks just like a dog when he's on all fours.
yeah. And I love how supportive everybody in the chat here is being. Just remember, Wildflower, you are never alone. You are always held in love. Um, so I don't know if music helps you, but they're bringing in music, harmony. So, you know, sometimes that helps. And sometimes the music, if you listen to the music, you can hear the lyrics and or the title of the song. And people are here, like Rossi's saying, I need a little help from my friends. So that's a great thing to focus on. That brings up your clairs. Uh,
Music brings in a lot of contact.
it does. Angels sing to you, and that's how they heal us.
Yeah.
the earth, the primordial sounds when the universe was made. I am.
All
That's
the sound,
huge.
right? Every sound in the universe is,
Yeah.
and I don't know how you feel about binaural beats, but
Oh, yeah.
tuning forks yourself or listening to the countless videos on YouTube. Some of them will go for 8 hours, 11 hours, that get you through a night of sleeping.
Hmm. Yeah, they have beautiful. What is that? I want to call it Soldaris, but that's not Sofita. Those
Oh, yeah. So
that like
fuego. I always say
yeah,
so fuego. It might be wrong.
yeah, and it's so you can like for heart energy, and then they do it for throat energy, and
I
um
found a green turning tuning fork. I think it's at 430, 35,
yeah,
something like that. That is the one I land on because that brings in Raphael.
yeah,
I know that Raphael's coming in on that one.
that's
But
huge.
there's so many wonderful ones out there. And anybody who says they're subliminal, well, it's music.
Yeah,
It's a frequency. It's not strange messages from strange people trying to make you do strange things. It's a frequency that is realigning your chakra.
yeah, and that's important to mention too, about the news. Or sometimes we have friends that can totally, don't bring me down. Now I'm hearing that song, but
Don't bring me down.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm not sure if it's 435 or five something. I can't remember, Denise.
Well, there's so many of them in that
Yeah,
four range.
yeah, yeah, and they're amazing. So yeah, so kind of like you might, and if you're going through a rough time and you've got friends that like to say, call you up and say, oh, so and so did this and they did that, and I'm going through this, and it's just that's that. Don't bring me down. So sometimes it's good to kind of cleanse yourself, cleanse your auric field, cleanse your friend group, and you can still go to coffee with them or something, but just give yourself a little break there, or just change the channel, right? Like, oh, what did you do for fun today? Getting into nature is going to be huge for you, wildflower wind, and especially with your name. So that nature and if you see a tree that has a lot of nubbies on it, it's a power tree. So
Right?
go and put your hands on it and just touch it, and it's huge. And also ask Archangel Michael to come in. So any angel that you happen to get a hold of is good, but Michael's really powerful, and he really protects us.
So
So
if you've ever heard the term burlwood, especially like
yeah,
in antique furniture, like my secretary is lined in burlwood.
it's so beautiful.
Burlwood comes from trees with lots of nubbies on them.
I never thought about that, but yeah, that's it, isn't it?
Yep,
Yeah,
that.
they're the best. Do you have time for one more?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, do you want to pick it?
Pick it. I can't read.
Oh, okay.
Seriously, I don't know where you are in the chat because I can only rely on my phone. With
Oh,
the way things are, until I, enroll in StreamYard, I can't see the chat through StreamYard.
yeah,
Sorry.
that's okay.
I'll put
It's
you in
all
charge.
right. Um, okay. Oh, we're actually not doing so bad. Um, Vandana. Are you still here, dear Vandana?
I like that name.
Yeah, it is a beautiful name, isn't it? Yeah, let us know if you're here. Carl, I'm sorry, honey. We were pretty high up on the list already, way before you came in.
Sorry.
So yeah, yeah. Sharon says, Woof, spelled backwards, is flow. I never even thought about that. Yeah, you're welcome, Wildflower Wind. And one of the most important things is finding somebody that knows how to listen. Because we're here and we can't hear you, so we're giving you lots of good suggestions. But if somebody can just sit and listen to you and not give you suggestions, that's huge. Oh my
Right.
God, that's hard to find a good friend that knows how to listen.
So do we have Vandana here to
I don't
to
see her anymore. Bandana, if you're here, let us know. Otherwise, um, we'll go to Emily. Emily, are you here, honey? Sorry, guys. Um, okay. Play Love Remember says yes, and he is powerful. I speak to him first thing in the AM. Please protect my aura and bring through the highest truth and light. Guard me with your sword and shield. Yeah, yeah, Michael is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's a lot of
Here's
blue.
Emily.
Ah, Emily.
And Emily, if you're doing readings, do my guides have a message for me? Thank you.
They do. It starts by understanding that the tree of life is
Ooh.
rooted but grows upward. We forget that it grows downward as well. The system that is in the ground looks just like the branches that it's holding up. But where you need to focus right now is on the upside. Changes are coming your way, but you're the one who has to um, be the catalyst. You already have a good idea of what it is you're groping for, what it is you think is out of your reach, but it's really not because you have the element of air.
Mhm.
Boy, and if Vandana comes in, those three cards can certainly apply to her question also. So, in the element of air is your creativity. In the element of air, you're definitely putting it out to the universe, but you also have to take action on it yourself. And how do you do that? Well, you go right back to the root of what you want and watch it grow up because we can't see what's planted, but we know that we put seeds there to start with. Excuse me.
I pulled that you're going through a big transformation, Emily. So that makes a lot of sense because you're growing upwards.
And
So, Archangel Zadkiel. Yeah. Thank you, Zadkiel, for supporting me to transform my past challenges. So that's interesting because I got that and then I got healing with Archangel Raphael. So I really feel like the work that you've done, Emily, that you've been working on healing either your past self or generational or ancestral work that you've done, like you've been doing a lot. And so you've done all that root work and you're moving on up. So
on up
yeah,
to the east
east
side.
side, which east side is reception, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. Oh
you're
yeah.
you're
Here
going
comes
to be receiving.
another another John. He's coming in all the time to me.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was a bad day.
yeah. So you're getting kind of your just rewards for all the work that you're doing, Emily, which is really lovely. So
Yeah.
yeah. So everybody, thank you so much for being here, and we're really sorry. Uh, we talked a lot, so we didn't get to everybody. And Carl, I'm sorry we didn't get to you too, dear. It's 11:11 here anyway. Still, as Steele says, love it. I love it.
Well,
You're
for
so
me,
welcome, honey.
1:13 on Friday, July 11th. So I've got 11:11.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Magic for everybody in the air today. Grab it, it's yours.
I love that. Let me pull one.
Okay.
Oh, I got friendship again. I pulled that like
Woo!
3 times today.
I love that,
Yeah.
right?
And
Cannot make it up.
and everybody here has been so wonderful for everyone. Like
Yeah.
just been this group, and everybody's been talking about how much they love being a part of the group energy. And you guys do it, man. You really do.
Yeah. You know, you give to us just as much as you think we're giving to you.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, did I just say something wise? Or what?
You always
Nice
do.
crack.
You always do. So what are you doing next?
I'm going to take this to TJ Maxx and to Michael's because I need new art paper. All the tablets I got, you think I had one extra tablet of watercolor paper. I don't. So I gotta go get that. And TJ Maxx is right next door.
Oh, well, then you have to.
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
I have
you
to.
got to do it.
I might just find that right pair of pajamas or the right shirt or the correct new skirt or something.
Right?
Really neat. I love my white skirts, but I didn't understand the difference between salt for the conditioner, the water conditioner, and the
Um,
salt that contains rust out.
yeah.
So I I wear my white things where I made the mistake with that stuff in the softener, and I can put it on, and in about 3 4 hours, it begins to smell like chicken soup as it turns to iron, and the rust starts to show. It just gets a little reddish tinge. And if you think about chicken soup, well, chicken has contains a lot of iron in it, right?
Oh, I never
So
thought.
I mean, maybe it doesn't really smell like chicken soup to anybody else but me, but I associate the two aromas because of
Oh,
that ingredient.
hi,
Yeah.
Teresa. I just want to thank everybody so much for being here. Tomorrow I'm going to have um, Sal on the channel. So
I
Sal,
can't wait. I
we're
can't
going to
wait.
be doing, yeah, we're going to be doing light beings in the desert. She's got a bunch of new light
Awesome.
beings, and they're coming in, and she also has audio now.
Awesome.
And Rossi's talking the birthday girl. Happy birthday, Rossi, again.
Yeah.
Um, Danny
Today?
Shea is also
Wait, what?
Danny's that starts on Saturday too. So I'm gonna have to check that out. And Tea Garden, hey. So everybody's rolling in and rolling out. So rawhide. We'll see y'all later.
Right? Bye bye. I love ya.
Okay.
Bye bye.